Warning, do not watch this film if you're under 12 years of age or sensitive to bad singing, because the singing that follows will be really bad. Like, horrendously bad.
Let's get down to business to write functions. Did they send me decay when I asked for growth?
Is the weirdest function I've ever seen, but you can bet before we're through, Mr. I'll make a graph out of you.
You must find the y-int to graph functions.
If say is a negative, it is sure to flip.
It's not linear or quadratic,
and you haven't got zeros.
Somehow I'll make a graph out of you.
If b between 0 and 1, then that means it's just decay.
Boy, was I a fool in school for cutting math.
I gotta go plug in points to find all the low y values.
Now I really wish that I knew how to graph. Your graph, we must be curved as a quadratic function.
Be a graph, but without zeros or a vertex.
Be a graph with the ab to the x value power,
mysterious as exponential functions. Graph is racing upwards, but decay, it dies.
Find the rate and factor, and you might survive.
The a value decides intercepts,
so consider the coefficient. How could I make a graph out of you?
Be a graph, we must be curved as a quadratic function.
Be a graph, but only like half the length.
Be a graph to the x value power, mysterious as exponential functions. Be a graph. Be a graph, we must be curved as a quadratic function. Be a graph, but without zeros or a vertex. Be a graph with ab to the x value power, mysterious as exponential functions. We are sincerely sorry for the crimes we have done to humanity.
Also, don't sue us for any damage caused by this video.
Warnings were provided in the beginning.
I'm holding this pointer finger the coolest way possible. And how to graph the function is, so as you can see, the a value right there, it's 4, not a y, Ed. And so, if the a value is 4, that means that the y-intercept is 4. So you go to 4, put the little dot there. You could make it a smiley face if you want. That's your creative decision. So, then 1/4. If you plug in x, then as the exponent, then you multiply 1/4 once by itself. So then you get 1/4, and 1/4 of 4 is 1. So then you go to the x value of 1, plug it in there. The easiest way to keep track of this, make a table. When x is 1, you get 1. And then, when x is 2, you plug in 2, you get 1/8. Because 1/4 times 1/4 is 1/16. Sorry. 1/16 of 4 is 1/4. So, then you get 1/4, and you would drop down to there. So you would get 1/4 because 1/16 of 4. Or what you could also do is find 1/4 of 1 because it multiplies by 1/4 every time. Like, so from 0 when it was 4, you multiply by 1/4 to get to 1. Then you multiply by 1/4 to get to 1/4. Then you multiply by 1/4 again. If you multiply by 1/4 again, then you get 1/16 for 3. So that'd be way down there. Then you can just draw in that curved way too far up, but whatever. So that's what your graph will end up looking like if you graph this equation. Thank you.
You see, so this is a regular exponential growth model. Wow. When a is a negative number, then it flips over the x-axis. So, okay, so you see here, whatever number a is, that is the y-intercept of a graph. So when a equals 2, then 2 is the y-int, as whatever a is, that is the y-int on a graph, as you can see here. Okay, and when b is between 0 and 1, it is a fraction. And when b is a fraction, it becomes a decay model instead of the normal growth model. Thank you.
So, how to find a quadratic, no, not quadratic, that's wrong, an exponential function from a graph. So, first to find the a value, so you have y equals ab to the x. To find the a value, you look for the y-intercept, which in this case is 8. So you have y equals 8. And then, so we know that 0 is 8. And you can look for the other values to plug into your table, as seen here. So for 1, it is 4. For 2, it's 2. And for 3, it's 1. All of these are multiplied by 1/2 each time. So I can tell that b is 1/2. And also it's exponential decay, which, because it's a fraction, so that's just a way to check. And then there you go, that's your equation. Y equals 8, 1/2 to the x. Okay, yeah, that was really off key, but whatever. Nobody cares.
When b is between 0 and 1, then it is a fraction. And when you have fraction as this is what I mean, go. Is that it?
Is that?
That's little.